This day 1519, the Arukh HaShulchan Yomi. They were doing your desk in a race Tzadik Vav, Sif Test to Zayin. Test to Yud Zayin. Well, but that's the Rambam. Because of the Tur B'Shem Arayv is the Lashon HaTur. The Arayv, because of the God Bein Ad Shizar Chuli Post Yarn Dafka Malchus. That she needs to plant two to three species by the toss the hand. That's from Malchus. Bisur Ika feels Ramina Chabekavine by the prohibition there is even if you plant one species amongst the grapevines. I call the Shono. The Rosh Kosav Sham the Rabban he said Rabbanan. Rosh writes that according to the Rabban this is only Rabbanan. They came low so the Shlosha B'Yachad. So it's only for bait to be together. You know the Mikri Kila Akem Aflo Imlos okay. How not to go Kila Akem if you did not do this. So that's we Af Isad Rabbanan Lay Spay Lay according to the Re even if Rabbanan does not exist here. V'Chuli Akan Shono. And he just like them more. I'm astonished, says Rosh Hashanah. Rambam, Faris over Shitsim Torah. Rambam certainly holds this is the right, which is a Perik in Malchus source. The involves El Shona, as he writes, Kila Akem Ketzah. How's Kila Akem work? Min Mina, the Mina Tvua, a type of species of grain, or Mini Rokos, or vegetables, which are planted together with the grapevine, Kemet Shazarim Yisrael. Once a Jew plant them, Ben Shazarim Yisrael, Ben Shazarim Akum, whether a Jew plant them or a non-Jew plant them, Ben Shul Melem, or even they grew in their own, Ben Shanat Akem Kevin Tochayer, or whether he planted the grapevine within the vegetable, Shtei Masurim Bachil, Bano, also Bachil, Bano, Shnemar, Pentik Dasham Lea, Zera Shetizav Kwas Akerem. Lest it become consecrated the fullness of the plant that you plant and the harvest of the vineyard. Klomar meaning pentis chek, lest they be distant, and teos name and forbid both of them. V'ochel kazayis michilakem, somebody eats kazayis michilakem. Ben meherik, ben meherik is another whether it's from the vegetables or from the grapes. Lokem minatar miketz makas midraisa. Shtei mitzayim zem zed. They both join together. It's interesting. Both species join together. But Medvarim is true because it makes sense. Medvarim Eretz Yisrael, Eretz Yisrael, B'chutzatz, the Yisrael, and Chutzatz is Midor Rabbanon. So it's the Raisa, Kan Lashon. Because unfortunately, she writes explicitly, Zel Minat Teicha, it's Midor Raisa. Avlokach Oske, Malchus and eating it. But Rav at least he go, Rav doesn't argue. Shema Mino, the Gamus Hurricane, so also it's the same thing. Vulai made many times the Lokas Abatur, but even Ravid, the East of the Rabbanon, maybe that's why it's not right in the Ravid. They hold this is the Rabbanon. The bracket says, Shapir, Duke, basically asked the question. Obviously, going to show works out well. If you which we'll see momentarily. But first, see you do it. You see if you do it. Vikash, you're going to ask the Rabbi Yoshim, the Isura, Shenchita was sort of a Gerachartzim in Post Yard. And it was a prohibition if you don't have wheat and barley and grape seeds gathered together. Kush is Rosh like Rosh. Asked the Bemis Divya Ram, and she made him receive a code from the Ram, just brought it's understood. It's understood. The Akoma first Torah everything is explicit in the Torah, and this is what it means. Don't plant your karam with kilaim. Zeuchita, that's sweet. V'chulei mapos yad. Scat every time she's borrowing the sifei. And then he writes, Kamar Pentikdasham. The Torah writes, Pentikdasham le'azer v'tuasrem. Lest you consecrate the fullness of the grain, of the seed, and the harvest of the vineyard. Karmein the inish teras atvul b'gefen. In order that the produce and the grapevines become also. Karmein rachad zer v'kerem gudo. You only need one seed and a grown vineyard. Pen, anytime it says pen, say it's a negative command. Feel therefore, somebody eats in them, a gazais gets malchus, just like if he eats hektish appropriately. Can it be around for some crow, the pentikdash, it's around brings out the pasuk, pentikdash. Bar become a soram b'siat tishma, v'gam raivet servakin l'anius daiti. But so he says, in the brackets to clarify what we just said, because it's not 100% clear. Ve'ein ha'isur mitzad azriya ela me'achila. Oh, Rabbi Yoshi's prohibition is in the planting. The planting, it's only usur if you plant the gefen, chita, and sorah together. The eating is usur no matter who planted it. It will even grow its own, even just two species co-mingled together. Very good. אבל זה דווקא בארץ ישראל, ספציפית ארץ ישראל, בחוץ לארץ ישראל, זרם פרחס כליים מדין יגימו, זה לשונה, Ram writes, "Kol shumei lo shemachim ben akfanim betfua." All this distance between the grapevines and the grain or yerk or the vegetables. Ain't elevated to soil, but or Syria, but chutzarts. Mutli soil, but tzag fanim l'chadchil, but don't care. Wow. And like I said, Lemon says several times. I remember that evidence coming up. Then chutzarts it's mutzah, and that's probably just my poor memory. Then chutzlaretz, you're allowed to plant seeds next to the grapevines. L'chadchila, b'toich hakerem in the vineyard. The law of chutzlaretz is to name in the area because for ima chaytz and posyad. The law has in chutzlaretz to plant two types of vegetables or grain with the grape seed and by scattering by hand. That's only Rabbi Yoshi's scenario. Abish mutli zoh yerek b'sayad kerem chutzlaretz, but nevertheless, even though you're allowed to plant the vegetables next to the vineyard in chutzlaretz, Arei Yerek has the ruah that planted vegetables also b'achila afilu b'chutzlaretz. So see even chutzlaretz. Vushir, this is also the Rambam speaking. Vushir also located mocher. It's only you see him gathering from that kilaim patch. I was speaking with him. It's dubious, then it's permissible. Akal l'shono. Chadvar to him. It's astonishing, says the Arukh HaShulchan. Came with the mutlis. If you're allowed to plant, echos b'achila can be also to eat. Unless you sharp it to them. But based on what we saw, it said it works out well. The Ashas Kedusha Mersham, Shas says, "Kol shosim yatorah Noah goes to b'chutzlaretz." Anything that's also me the right, so in Hanoe, the right benefit, Chazal for being chutzlaretz. So the plant, the wheat and the barley and the grape seed, by scattering, Zeu Ikar Yisrael Eretz Yisrael, that even this primary Yisrael Eretz Yisrael goes to come chutzlaretz. That's for being chutzlaretz. Avazriya bekerem, but the plant in a vineyard, just one species. And Ikris is not a primary issue. The Lord goes, they weren't Ikris and Chutzlaretz. Ava came to me at the Nesel by Eretz Yisrael. Hanoah, but still, so the Hanoah is also because the Eretz came we planted inside the vineyard. Despite the fact there's no Isser real, there's an Isser Hanoah. Maybe it goes on Chutzlaretz, but Bad Evil is fake, so it goes on Chutzlaretz when it's definite, not a suffix. It's fake that on the Kula because of the suffix, which becomes rabbinic and we are lenient. V'gama also Raka Yerek, they also only vegetables. Came with you are goyrim. Because it causes the prohibition. Plus, so nothing didn't answer the grapes. Abish Beretz so Gama Novi and Sir so the grapes are also answer. Kongo Dai B'chutz so Yerek B'vad. Amazing Kiddush. The Chutz is enough. I remember some says Kaim. It's enough to ask the vegetable. Finally, you should think it's a Mishnah. Okay, well, to be fair, it's not a Mishnah Kilayim. It's a Mishnah Orlo, which at least this time around. Not up to yet. The Bekerem Natul Yerek V'Yerek Nimkar B'chutzolo. If a vineyard is planted with vegetables and the vegetables sold outside the vineyard, we only find there that they ask for the vegetables and not the grapes. Cave and the Gzeras, almost it's a rabbinic decree. This is only on the vegetables, not on the grapes. Based the feast of the dinner, according to this loche, the Dasar would say by the test of Rosh Vatur Kaimel and Rabbi Yosha. They all hold like Rabbi Yosha. If you live in Eretz Yisrael, like Yisrael, in Eretz Yisrael, there's no Isser. Raka Shiyizra Chito Sar V'Charetz and Gamposiyar to plant three species by scattering. Without that, like Yisrael, clouds no permission. Lo Bazriya, Lo Ba'Chilas HaPeros. Neither by the planting nor by eating the fruit. V'chol Mishnayis Kilayim B'Chokas Kavanim. V'Tvua V'Yorkos and all the Mishnayis Kilayim about distancing grapevines from grain and from vegetables, Einon lahalacha. Wow, they're not halachic. The Shmita Mitzvah the garment, it's not all together. Sheilois Kalti Kilakem for Mishnayis Kilayim doesn't mention any of the halachas, which we spent tremendous amount of toil and effort learning in Maseches Kilayim. Atanik Moshe Kasadnu, we used to like Europe. And Chiluk Ben Eretz Chutzlaretz El Beretz So Min HaTorah. The difference is the Reis of Chutzlaretz Havi Rabbanan, and the Chutzlaretz Rabbanan, the Chach Sveik Mutter. So a suffix is Mutter. You give me a ram, a raivid, Beretz Yisrael, so I feel Yisrael, Yerek Echor, or Tvua Achas. Ram Raivid, you can now have to plant in Eretz Yisrael. Even one vegetable or one a grain together, blue archakaroy, if it's not properly distance. If you saw an if you did plant, it's both also. It's like this is a karen. There's no prohibition planting in the karen. In the vineyard, raka, yerko, tvun, esrami, rabbanan, blue archaka. But the vegetable or the grain is also rabbanan if you didn't distance. Shem Ramah Kosav the Eretz Yisrael afilu chaymina asur b'kerem. Ramah writes in the Torah that in Eretz Yisrael even one species also in planted vineyard. Of course, it's Africa training it's only two species. Case of Kosav Ram, so the Constitution, Ron wrote this. Also, something similar. Say about Shor Chok, because Sim Sacre Das Aram is no Gam Das Arabic, Chesh which is here a Chumra. The Aser. Blinding even of one species. It wouldn't be Malchus though. Yudah Kosta Rambam Shor Perches. You kill a Kerem. So it's like the mother Tinuk Akum who told a non-Jewish child. The Zohar Chutzlaitz the plant Chutzlaitz its mutter. Avaloya Malagodo. You shouldn't say to an adult Shlois Lebi so as not to get confused with a Jew, a full adult Jew. I can show them. Zemvur Bagmora is tomorrow Shabbos Tafkul Notes. Zel Bechito Sor Vachartam Bos Yad by 3 species. Like Rabbi Yeshua can move on. Come question nevertheless difficult. Lays the Tosi Tzavalo is Zor Kevich Nesu. Why would you command him to plant it if it becomes awesome? Vladimir Sfeiko Ye Mutter was the suffix, it's permissible. Deans of Kosu Rabbeinu Bis Yosef, the Sovsim and Zeh, the Gamadin Chutzratz, the Chutzratz. Kosu Rabbeinu Mother Amar writes, Yeshua some say, no, the Mutter is Rabbi Yerb Chutzratz inside of Kvanim, so it's allowed to plant vegetable Chutzratz next to the grapevines. Mutter Chokam and Keno Serik, allowed to eat vegetable as well. Then the Chusha Mokam Tichel Mecha, she's a basin of Yerko, basin of Tvor, in Mechatz Bosia. The only concern is the case it's possible that 2 types of vegetable, 2 types of grain were planted with the grape seed and by being tossed into holes. Say there's leniency in these countries. With vegetables found planted in the vineyards. It's not prevalent that people liberally plant them that way. The came the Rabbanan. Since the Chutzotz is Rabbanan, Yesh going around Eretz Yisrael, those people argue around Eretz Yisrael. Chutzotz Rabbi Chokolim Alav. Chutzotz many people are arguing Kmosh Kosabnu. L'chein Shal Chokol Kamakim. There can be lenient like those who are lenient. Tezvav. Kosav Rambam. Be'erekeit inside Shulchan Siv Gimel. Shenosu Banoah. And they are also Banoah. So they burn both of them. Hayerek, the vegetable, or the grain, vagfanim, and the grapevines. Shema says pentikdash because they become consecrated. I feel a kashel tvu of eitzim shokfanim ha'elu, and even if we're talking about the straw of this grain and the wood of these grapevines, asuim banoah, they too are also banoah, but so you got to burn them. You shouldn't use them to fuel your oven. You shouldn't cook on them while you're burning them. The seems a bit the Yeshchil is obligation to burn them. Look, much base. You can bury them. Doesn't sound that way anywhere. For the Madim it's the Torah decree, you burn it. That which is normally buried is buried, but the Torah requires specifically to burn. It's just what normally people do. So you should stumble, not get it done, I guess. Some say that the wood is permissible. In Kilayim, it's Kura. You don't hold with the non-Jew in his own property if it's Kilayim. Okay, but you can uproot it in order to diminish the sinning. But I don't hold his kilayim. It's like you sustain kilayim. Okrin near that feel b'schar mutter. To put in the other's mutter, even if you're getting paid for it. Aye. Even though you wanted to sustain until you uprooted so you can take it and get your payment. Come, nevertheless, call me to in order to diminish the amount. It's in the world, that's okay. Back it says v'chein mashu b'gemara. Shom seems more that way. V'ayin shotesel kila zoray mari. Tesel about kila zoray mari. Meshulchan shekosel siman zeh. Before the head, the Simon Meshulchan included this discussion in the siman. Before the head, you be kila kerem. Mari it's got to be done kila kerem. Ayin shom tesel v'duk. Tesai koser Ram perak hey din gimel. Ram writes she'enu chayim min haTorah ela kanbus v'luv chayetzem yizoyim adikmorim im ktuas hakerem. It's like cannabis and luf, etc. Whatever this means, seeds which are completed with, I guess they're fully ripe when you harvest the grapevines. I'm assuming but other seeds also rabbanan anyway. I can't show. If the involved custom, it's halacha vav. He writes, "Ain't also mishum kilei akarim elamine tvuah v'yirak." All types of grain and types of vegetables also. Sharmine is right, but other types of seeds, mutas, and akarim, you can plant them in a vineyard. It's not shar. It learns to go without saying plant shiol or other trees. I can't show. Chenim Shulchan Aruch Sif the Aleph Sif base. Right, because the toes should not the toes to Mishnah Seinu, Mishnah So, V'lo B'Yedvar. The Ravid says mistake in the Mishnah Torah. He doesn't explain what's bothering him. And bracket says Yivagama Kesem Mishnah Lo B'Yedvar also. Kesem Mishnah is not explaining it either. Yud Zayin. V'Yinei B'Mnoches, Sure could say Mnoches Cannabis for Luf. Also Torah Keren Torah forbids in the vineyard. Shal Zoim B'Rabbanan. See other seeds are also B'Rabbanan. Perish Rashi explains the Cannabis Luf Ain't Zayin Kola. Cannabis Luf, the seeds never rot. Because they have clusters like grapevines. Your vineyard, which is Klai, meaning that the other substances should also look like a vineyard. The seeds should look like a vineyard. Ram from Farish Nation the Gemara was the Ram says because they're completed with the crop of the vineyard. The runs out bag race the gas we beer. Think about this camel soup ain't kilometer. That doesn't mean there's no other climate in Torah. The 5 types of grain are the primary types of kilaim. Fukishai is going to come to preclude other types of garden seeds. Not eaten. But ham lost the Torah. And them Torah only does not answer. Rakamus luf, which are actually able to make clothing. They should do the because they're like grapevines, iron chum. Because to become this writes also simply the two are having kilaim that the grains are climb pen to Raisa. Gamtiv Ramis barking. It's the true Ramas. That's right. Ain't some caramel, mini rocos. Primary is just types of grain, type of vegetables. Doesn't sound like that's Rabbanan. That's what he says other types of seeds are mutter. Because the shires are for he writes other seeds are to be done butter. Stay mammoth, it's definitely the both true. The body coming he's certainly any type of seeds are eaten. Come on, the kidneys like legumes, Asim Rabbanan. Yes, look wow. But in the seeds just can't be eaten at all. We'll turn the garment, they can be mutter. But you'll see so parakay. Like you say at the end of the parak, the climb, Hairus, Bakisus, Shoshan, Samelchim, Zoim, and a climb, a carrot. They're not kilaim, but kamus kilaim, kinas kilaim. Some are some Rambam Perek Zed Din Yud Ches Yud Tes Moshe's Bible Siyat Ishmael is going to get into it. Emir Hashem till next time.